Hey, mahal everyone, welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I'm your host 40 and we are back with another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my top 6 favorite characters to clear the early content for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. Now, before I start this video, I do want to remind you guys to check out the links on the video description as well as the pinned comments below, because I link a lot of great communities for this game, especially for the global release of this game. Like, I'm super hyped. This game is coming out tomorrow, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it and to play it and to make some videos for you guys and just to have fun with you guys on my streams with this game. So be sure to check those links out for the different communities for this game. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go over my top 6 favorite characters that I used to clear the early content for this game. Now, what I'm referring to is when this game first came out in Japan, they released 5 story campaign chapters. So I'm referring to that content and the characters that I use, that I liked using to clear that content. Now, just a little bit of a disclaimer. This is not meant to be a guide or a character recommendation. This is literally just me letting you guys know the characters that I like to use and the team comps that I use with those characters to clear the content and what my thought process was. And I actually based this on, the abilities that these characters had, and I also give my thoughts for that and my reasons as to why I chose those characters. So don't think this is a guide, don't think this is like, recommended or because these characters are top tier, this and that. These are just the characters that I like to use. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on, and we're gonna go on to my first character. At number 6, we have FF4's Dark Knight Cecil Harvey. Yes, so he is my number 6, and the reason why is he has high HP for a DPS unit, and he also has high physical attack, which is really good. The ability that sticks out for him, obviously, is Darkness, so it deals massive AoE damage. However, he does drain a little bit of HP to do that. But the damage that he dishes out, even without his signature weapon, more than makes up for the HP that he loses. And he is also great for farming because since it's AoE, it hits all the mobs. So let's say you're farming like the Shard event, or you're farming like the Gil event, or the EXP event. He's great to have on your team because he literally hits all those mobs and he can clear those mobs for you. Alright, number 5, we have FF9's Zidane Tribal, or Zidane Tribal. So Zidane, or Zidane, however you say it, is very fast. So I was notified by Zorlin from the Dissidia Discord chat that there is a speed value to this game. It's hidden, but there is a speed value, so it determines the order that a unit takes their turn. And Zidane actually has quite a lot of speed, and what makes him stick out for me and why I like to use him is his Stellar Circle 5 ability, because what it is, it's a 3-hit Brave attack, so because it's multi-hit, it's really good to try to get a Brave break. Let's say if you're fighting a really difficult boss, you could use this because it's a multi-hit Brave attack. It'll hit their Brave 3 times, and hopefully, you could initiate a Brave break. And what's cool about a Brave break is that it delays the enemy by 1 turn whenever their Brave is broken. So essentially, it gives your characters a chance, to kind of, dish out more damage or possibly even defeat that enemy. Okay, and on top of that, Stellar Circle 5 also has the probability of a low delay on that enemy's turn. So it's already gonna, if it Brave breaks, it's gonna delay him, and if that doesn't happen, it has a low chance of already delaying their turn, and also a potential speed reduction, so the enemy doesn't take their turn as frequently. And finally, this ability also grants a small Brave up and a speed up for 3 turns. So he is very good as far as, doing a Brave break, and he's also very fast. My number 4 character is FF14's Ida. Alright, and I like Ida because her Snap Punch ability is, yet again, another multi-hit Brave and HP attack, and this one is at 5 hits. So again, we have another good Brave breaker, and she also dishes out HP damage at the end of her combo. And then Snap Punch also gives her a small attack up and a small speed up, and she goes well with Cloud to potentially stun lock, like, strong enemies such as bosses. So for example, I'm gonna get to Cloud because he's on this list, but Cloud has Cross Slash, and Cross Slash has a low chance of paralyzing an enemy. So essentially, they can't take their turn when it comes up. So what you could do is you could Cross Slash, and if you get the paralysis off, you can then Snap Punch with Ida, and then if their Brave is low enough, you can Brave break them. So essentially, it delays their turn, and then it paralyzes them so they can't act. So she's really good paired up with Cloud, when I was using her. Alright, my number 3 character is FFType-O's Rem. So early on, she's one of the very few HP healers, okay? So she actually recovers your HP with her cure ability, and it definitely helps in a pinch, especially if you're up against like a very powerful boss that deals, you know, a lot of damage, you know, to your HP. And it does heal twice, so it'll do an it'll heal your HP initially, and then afterwards it'll do a second heal, and that second heal is based on Rem's attack, so just keep that in mind. And she works very well in conjunction with Dark Knight Cecil, and the reason why is because Dark Knight Cecil's Darkness ability drains some of his HP, so if his HP is low, you can just use Rem's cure ability and heal him back up. So essentially, she's fueling him for, you know, his Darkness ability with his HP. My number 2, yes, we all knew it, FF7's Cloud Strife. He is, again, a high physical DPS unit. He is a stun locker with his ability Cross Slash because it has that low ability to paralyze, and it's also great to maximize Brave and deal damage at the end. So let's say like you were using Brave attacks with Cloud, right? And he's already close to his maximum Brave, and then it's his turn. You can use Cross Slash because the way it works, it's 3 hits, so he'll do 2 Brave attacks, right? So he's attacking the enemy's Brave and adding it to his, and then finally he'll dish out that HP attack with all of the Brave he's accumulated at the end with that chance to paralyze. And again, as I mentioned earlier, he works well with multi-hit Brave characters such as Zidane, Ida, or even Tifa, because Tifa does have a multi-hit with her Beat Rush ability. Now, the final, number 1 character that I have to mention in my top favorite 6 is FF1's Warrior of Light. And even up to now, because I still have my JP account, even though I haven't played it much, he is an amazing tank, and his DPS honestly isn't that bad. You know, his sword swing isn't that bad. His Shine Shield is just very, very valuable for protecting your support and DPS units, or if you even need to use it on Warrior of Light himself. Later on, he'll get access to something called Throw Buckler, which is a taunt. So it'll taunt the enemy, so the enemy attacks him for 5 turns. And he works very well with Cloud, because this is the reason why. So whenever Cloud uses Cross Slash, right, he'll deal the 2 Brave hits, and then he'll deal the HP attack. Now, when you deal an HP attack, you deplete all of your Brave. So putting Shine Shield on Cloud protects him from getting Brave broken by the enemies, because when Shine Shield is on, it protects you from 5 Brave attacks. Okay, so that's why it works very, very well with Cloud. So essentially what you want to do is you want to use Shine Shield on Cloud, and then build up his Brave, and then use Cross Slash, and then that way if Shine Shield is still up, it's protecting him from oncoming Brave attacks. Alright, so now I want to go over my team comps with my top 6 favorites. So my first one is Warrior of Light, Cloud, and Zidane. So pretty self-explanatory. You have a stun lock with Shine Shield. Essentially you would Shine Shield Cloud, and then you would use Cross Slash, and then afterwards, if the enemy still has some Brave left after Cross Slash, you would use Stellar Circle 5 because it is a multi-hit, and hopefully you'll pull off a Brave Break, and then in conjunction with the Paralysis, you'll essentially delay the enemy for 2 turns, which is really, really good. And then the next team comp that I like to use was Cloud, Zidane, and Ida. And this is essentially a more aggressive version of Stunlock. It kind of misses out with a Shine Shield, but there's a little bit more DPS because we do have Ida there for her 5-hit multi-Brave and HP attack. So you can always cycle that between Zidane or Ida after Cross Slash. And then finally, another team comp that I want to share with you guys with my top 6 favorites is Dark Knight Cecil, Warrior of Light, and Rem. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You want to Shine Shield, and then Darkness, and then Cure. So you essentially would Shine Shield Dark Knight Cecil, so then he has a chance to build his Brave without having his Brave lowered. And then you Darkness, and then all of that HP that he lost, you just heal it up with Rem, and then you rinse and repeat. Okay, so pretty cool strategy there. Alright guys, anyways, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys are as hyped as I am for the global release of this game, and hopefully all the videos that I've put out so far, you know, are helping you guys out, you know, in preparation for the global launch of Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. Again, don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're new for future Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia content. I am the Broadway Saiyan, my name is 40. Stay tuned for the next video. Let's get hyped for this game, and mahal everyone.